Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here. We're back. We're doing a best of 3 Kaldheim draft. Alright, Reflections of Litiara. Enters the battlefield, choose a creature type. Whenever you cast a spell of the chosen type, copy that spell. This is a pretty sweet card. Expensive, but pretty cool. There's also Rune of Sustenance. You can put that on equipment, it's cool. I'm kind of feeling trying out the rare. It is expensive, but that's a cool effect. With any changeling, you just straight up copy it. And then if I'm in Giants or something, that would be fun. I mean, it is a 5 mana, do nothing on its own. Yeah, whatever. It's kind of worth trying, in my opinion. It's a rare. It looks fun. What else we got in here? We got Changeling. We got the, Packmate. That'd be a cool one. There's probably not a lot of wolves in this format. The Rune of Sustenance, yes, it's sweet. I like this Frostpire. It's kind of cool. A little board wipe with Scry attached to it. The Hawk is good. The Champion's good. I was impressed with the pick the one time I tried it. Unfortunately, all the vehicles I've found in this format are terrible. Giant's Amulet. Well, that's a nice follow-up. Unfortunately, this is not a giant, but it's still very good. What else we got in here? I think the Outrider is good. Definitely good. The Fearless Liberator, the little dwarf spitter that could. That's cool. Valkyrie is definitely good. I'd like to copy that. That'd be cool. But no, I think Amulet makes sense. This is a good card. 5 mana for a 4/5 hexproof when it's untapped. I like it. Good follow-up to our first rare pick that we're trying to do here. Maybe I can try Giants again if I'm so fortunate. Well, Mistwalker is a giant and it's a changeling, so works well for this Reflections, and it flies. Here's another giant we could pick here. There's also Pilfering Hawk. We don't necessarily need to go Snow Plan, though. I kind of feel the Mistwalker. I like this card. Works well with Reflections. Otherwise, Depart the Realm is... I ended up cutting it out of my last deck, and I didn't need it. I mean, Mistwalker is going to work better with the Reflections. Depart might buy time a little bit better, though. It's hard to go wrong with Changelings, though, when you got a card like Reflections. Alright, I'll take the flyer. Depart is good. It's not hard removal, though, so maybe it doesn't matter. So there's Raven. There's another Mistwalker. Provoke the Trolls, some burn. I mean, probably stick with blue here. Raven is not a Changeling, but I think... probably makes more sense to take the Raven than another Mistwalker, even though Reflections and all that. That's difficult. I could go either way on that. I think Raven's a better card, though, because of the Foretell. But this only costs 1 mana more. I mean, you also don't want too many Mistwalkers. Although if I end up Giants, I'm going to be happy to have a lot of Mistwalkers. Because they are Giants. It's tough to go wrong with this card. Nice Foretell, Flying Beater. I think I'll go Raven. Less synergy with the Reflections, but it's just good. Well, this makes Foretell cheaper. We could do the 3 seasons. We don't have the snow permanents currently, though. Can take the Undersea Invader. Unfortunately, this card is not that good because you can't even... You can flash it in so they don't expect a 5/6. It is sweet with Reflections if I choose Giant, but you can't even block with it. Like, there's sometimes where you just need to play a 5/6 so you can block, and you can't even do that. We could just take the 3 seasons. I think ultimately the value you potentially get out of this is quite high. And there's plenty of Changelings in green. Rootless U is kind of cool. It's a tree folk, though. Not that that's bad. I think we'll go 3 seasons. I mean, there's high upside of it if I get cool stuff like Bergstrider, I guess. There's Volatile Fjord. But no, I'm okay with Bergstrider now. It's another giant. Great synergy with Reflections. Copy it. Tap 2 things down for 2 turns. Yeah, that's pretty good. Let's take the Strider. So Horizon Seeker can find Snowlands, which is good. Maybe just want the Arctic tree line, though. It's also a big fat giant here, although 7 mana is expensive. I think this Jarl's a great card. Just turn your blockers into killers. This is a good card. Jarl I might just want. It's a bit of a pivot, though, especially since it's a zombie cleric, ways away from everything else we're doing. But Arctic Treeline is, I don't know if well, kind of works well with 3 seasons. I'm going to take Jarl. I like this card. I think it's good. If black's open, I'm going to be happy I have it. So, Raise the Draugr is actually a potentially good card. It's also instant speed, which is kind of cool. There's Raven Wings, which lets you fly right over top, but maybe I want the Raise the Draugr. I mean, honestly, if I want to make this Reflections work, we're going to need some consistent creature types. But Raise the Draugr, I guess, plays in a similar plan. We want to have consistent creature types. This is just going to work well with Changelings. Or I can take Run Ashore because we're for sure blue, but it's kind of expensive. I don't know how much I like it. It is kind of cool. Dread Rider's kind of whatever. Goldvein Pick, I like it, but not blown away by it. This isn't a giant. It is a 5 mana 5/4, fairly easy to cast. I guess I just take the pick. I'm not blown away by it, but we've got some evasion. It could be good. Snakeskin Veil is very good. Intruder is kind of whatever. And if I end up in green, I mean, Veil is pretty amazing. It's a combat trick that protects, turns off removal spells. I mean, it's gives you permanent buff too. It's quite good. None of these are all that good. I guess I could take the Kennel Master. Unless I thought I could make this work. Splash red. Blow up one of your lands. Alright, whatever. We'll take it. I just don't know if I don't know what my second color is. We're seeing all this red now, so maybe... Alright, maybe we can, in fact, make... Do I just take that? Probably take the Raider because 2-drop that can loot for me. You can take the Giant. Do I want to try this card? Do I dare try this card? I guess. Firewalker. So we have a lot of Berserkers now, I guess. It's more of a sideboard card. Battle Mammoth. Well, this card's nuts. Do I go back on the... Or we can take Glimpse. We can also stick with the Giant plan. There's Squash in here too, which is great removal. If I stick with the Giant plan again. Currently, we only are rocking 3 Giants, though. This card is nuts. Yeah, we probably just take the crazy powerful elephant and go blue, green. Even though red was open pack 1. This card's too good to pass up, I think. So blue, green, and we go for some snow. We don't have much snow support at the moment. Well, Avalanche Caller is cool. Could just take the Packmate. Can take the Glittering Frost. Hopefully it's been fixed. This lets us ramp, which we want. That's true. This lets us ramp, do snow stuff so we can get to our 5-drops. Get that Reflections online quicker. Yeah, we probably take... And we can get it back with 3 seasons, I guess. I don't know if it gets in our graveyard somehow from milling. That makes sense. All right. Yeah, I want the Packmate too, but I'm going to go with the Glittering Frost because we have a big top end. All right, so we need to pull the trigger on a plan. I guess I could still actually... Yeah, I could still actually do this. We'll see. But probably ditching red otherwise. And probably going for this green-blue plan. So we can do a counter spell. Probably Packmate now is good. I like Runed Crown. Mentor is fine. Woodland Chasm, if I wanted to splash black. Probably don't need to, though. It is a snow land, though, but probably take the Packmate. Packmate's good. Can take the Falls. It's a snow land that fixes. I don't really like Raven Form all that much. Struggle's some removal, though. I might want some struggling. I might want to struggle here a little bit. Yeah, we've got pretty good bodies for it, too. We probably take the removal, especially given that we don't actually, you know, have removal in here. So, can take Depart. Offers a little bit of early protection. I might even like Veil more. It's hard to go wrong with the protection. We only have 6 creatures currently. We're going to need some more, obviously. Especially if we want to, you know, make Reflections do something. Because Veil's not going to be good if we don't actually have creatures to cast it on. Could take the Effigy. It's okay. It's probably more tailor-made for... I mean, it's a decent blocker for any deck. It's more tailor-made for the cast 2 spells in 1 turn decks. Alright, I'll take the Effigy. It's probably the safer pick. Rootless U can find Undersea Invader. I guess that's good. I wish we didn't have such diversity in creature types, because it's making our reflections quite a bit worse. I'm kind of surprised we're not finding any of the changelings. Can take the Depart. It buys some time. Potentially good. Disdainful Stroke's more of a sideboard card. Broken Wings is probably a better sideboard card. So Squash on the splash. Probably not great, although there's nothing else here, so... Unless I'm splashing for Jarls, I guess. Take another Scorn Effigy. Take the Miss. I don't think Miss is that great. Alright. Well, it doesn't look like Reflections of Lityara. Lityara? J's are Y's? Is that what it is? Lityara, then. Okay. Yeah, we really don't have any consistent creature types here, unfortunately. Guess I take an Intruder as a combat trick for 1. Well, Pack 3 is going to have to help us quite a bit. Giant's Amulet is a creature, so I guess we really have like 11. Maybe you can count the Notvold Slumber Mound as a... We don't have that many giants, though, is the problem, so... Currently, Reflection's not going to work. I was hoping for either a consistent creature type or another late Jarl. These are good. I was hoping for either a consistent creature type or changelings, and we did not get either. We also don't have any snow lands for Bergstrider, but I guess we have the Glittering Frost. Another Broken Wings, I guess, is fine. Splashing Squash would be okay, maybe, if I had more... well, if I had more ways to fix for it and I had more giants. So currently it's really not that good of a splash card for us. Guess we do have the Gold Vein pick to make treasures. Creatures you control are every creature type. Whoa. Yeah, I think we just opened a good card for Reflections. Wow. That's pretty sweet. Okay. What else is in this pack? Not sure that it matters. Because we just got this Nexus, which makes this deck... I mean, this card is amazing on its own, but that's a sweet open. Alright, you take it. Not much else in here. Be nice to wield a Ice Tunnel as a Snowland. Can splash for Svella. It's not a giant. It's just a troll. Can take the Snowland. Calamity Bear, we get this giant too. Man. And if the crazy thing is with Calamity Bear and Reflections, you double. So you double it and then double it again. Wow. I think that's how it works. Another Squash in here. Can take the island. I mean... Double red splash is probably pretty greedy, but what else am I taking in here? Just a Snowland? Alright, I'm taking it. We'll see if I'm supposed to do it. We can do the Rune of Flight. Can do Sculptor. We don't have Snowlands to support it. It does work well with the Glittering Frost, however. We can do the Lityara Mirror Lake. This lets us copy creatures. It's kind of free. Rune of Flight does let us fly over top and draw. We probably don't need it, though. Guess we take the free land. Though this is just like a 2-drop at worst. At worst, a 2-drop that potentially ramps for us. Kind of need some more 2-drops. And it's a snow permanent for 3 seasons. Alright. Sentinel lets us potentially ramp. There's another Broken Wings for sideboard. There's a Pilfering Hawk. We don't have the snow to support it. Probably take the Sentinel. We have quite a bit we want to ramp into. Can take the Squash, more Squash, Splash, but probably need the Sentinel first if I actually want to splash. Arnie is cool. It's a Berserker, though. Not that that's bad. Can take Bind. We don't really have life gain, but we don't really have removal either, so I guess I can do Bind. I don't really like it that much in general. But kind of, I guess, is an option we can do. Faceless Haven. Well, it's all creature types. I guess that's cool. It's kind of free. It's a Snowland as well. Yeah, it makes sense. Otherwise, we're taking a Depart. I think we take the Snowland creature. It's got Vigilance too, which is cool. Oh, wait. We're never going to be able to activate it? Never mind. I mean, that's not true. It's possible. It is actually possible to activate it. Just so unlikely that I probably just took it because it's a rare, I guess. Can take the Rune of Might here. We don't have enough giants to support that. Otherwise, I'm taking colorless snow stuff. Probably don't need that either. You can stick this on a pick, technically. I don't know if that helps. This is a colorless tap land. We don't want that. Pyre of Heroes. I'll probably just take it because I don't need anything else here. I'm not going to play colorless tap lands. They're just not worth it. Because we're actually pretty color intensive in here too. Well, we likely don't have enough. This is tough. We likely don't have enough incentive to splash red. And we really don't have the snowlands to support much. And we don't really have consistent creature types. We've got quite a few issues. Although we do have the Nexus. That is cool that we've got the Nexus Reflection synergy, so that's cool, I guess. All right, we'll take the Yeti here just to add to our ever diversified creature type count. Yeah, we're not staying super busy early, are we? No. Plus, we didn't really end up with the snow stuff to make 3 seasons good. It's a little challenging now. Take an Outrider as a random 5-dropper. We can take the Run Ashore. I'd probably take the Outrider. Well, at least Bruteless U can find Undersea Invader, I guess. That's something. Another Strategic Planning's probably okay, since we're not doing anything early. I guess that's not necessarily true. We picked up a couple Foretell things, so we can probably figure out a way to make this deck okay. All these Jarls, I wish I could use them. King Harald's Revenge, it's probably not good enough. We could have made a pretty solid Is It Giant deck, but it's okay. It's not the end of the world. I think we're still doing something cool in green here, especially since we got that Mythic, and we have Ramp. I mean, technically we have Fixing too, so if I wanted to do all that, but we might just ditch out on the snow plan. So like probably ditch red. ditch the snow plan. We technically can splash this, but we need another red source in order to do it, which means Glittering Frost is really the only way, so I think we're off that. We're playing Sculptor as a 2-drop beater, which isn't great. We only have 15 creatures. We only have to make 5 cuts if I want to play 17 lands. We have a lot of 5 drops again, although this is Foretell. Yeah, that's fine. Is Pyre worth playing? Probably not. I can jump from 3 to a Raven or a Yeti that we're likely not playing, although I really can't afford to cut creatures, can I? I guess we have 15. With 2 strategic planning, we can probably cut creatures a little bit. Like, Yeti's just not going to do anything if we don't have any... I guess you make the same argument of Bergstrider. Do I need to play Faceless Haven as a colorless snow land? I guess with Frost, we technically can use these. Okay. This is also kind of a creature too. Okay. I think we can get off the Rune of Might, probably. It's a good card, and we could put it on a Goldvein pick, but I don't even think we're doing the Goldvein pick. Probably not doing 3 seasons since total actual snow count is so insanely low. Yeah. So we'll get off that, unfortunately. So then 2 more cuts. Then we've got a 17 lander with 1 ramp at 3. But remember, these are 2 drops too. Okay, that is actually reasonable. It's not like we're not doing anything early. Plus, I guess Sentinel ramps too. Yeah, okay. It's a 15. 2 more cuts, and these are Foretell too. Yeah, we're staying busy early enough. I think we can get away with 17. 15 creatures, including the amulet currently, but then you probably put this up in the 5-drop slot as well. This Frost turned out to be a pretty important pick, huh? Well, what do we cut? I don't want to cut the strategic plannings because I feel like if we're trying to make this Nexus Reflections plan work, which is probably a little bit too ambitious, how did we end up getting like no changelings whatsoever? I don't know. We have Elf Rogue, Scarecrow, Bird. Like, we have the most diverse creature type deck you could possibly have. Like, I don't think we have any overlap whatsoever. So it might be in our best interest to just ditch the Reflections plan, sadly. As much as I want to do something with that, it's not going to happen. We basically have, what, like 2 giants and a Mistwalker. Yeah, it's just... The only way it's ever going to work is if we have both of them out, and it's just so unlikely that we get both of them. I don't think it's worth it. It's just paying... If I had any sort of creature type consistency whatsoever, I would play this, but we just straight up do not. So instead, probably the Pyre of Heroes can go. I don't see this doing anything in our deck. So now we've got a little bit of removal. We have the Bind, which is a spell I don't really like all that much. I guess Depart if we need to buy some time. Very, very light on evasion, which is not good either. Basically, Augury Raven and a Mistwalker and a Frostpeak Yeti, very, very rarely. Maybe an argument to do the Faceless Haven, but 0 ways to activate it in this deck. Even with, I guess that's not true. Glittering Frost plus Sculptor, and then I can activate Faceless Haven. It's just so not worth it. Well, that Battle Mammoth sent this deck on a trajectory that I don't like anymore, unfortunately. I mean, this is a cool card, I guess, but... Oh, let's see. Guess we can win off spitting out 2/2s. No, we're not going to play the colorless land for a sculptor. It's not worth it. I mean, playing the sculptor in general is not really worth it anymore either. It's just, I guess it's a grizzly bear that maybe eats removal if they're scared of it. And I guess it works with Sentinel. Okay. All right. Well, this is what we've got, and this is how we've got to run it. So we've got double green. We have more double green than double blue, but more blue sources overall. But I probably still do the extra green because our fixing is green as well. So we'll do 8, 9. And unfortunately, I don't think this deck came together quite the way I imagined it. But we'll see what we can do with it. So we'll run it like this. We'll see round 1. All right, we'll play first. All blue spells and all green lands. Well, I don't really like that. We can foretell this. It's probably not going to do it. This one's fine. Although it's got the... Actually, I guess we can ditch the Undersea Invader. Yeah, that's true. And then find it later with the Rootless. Okay. All right. We'll keep this. Ditch this. Yeah, that worked out okay, I guess. Oh, they mulled to 5? Well, that gives us a sporting chance. Ooh, intruder. Intruder alert. I could play the intruder as a beater. I think I will, actually. Well, this is tough because I don't want to discard any of these. Simultaneously, I want to make plays next turn. I guess we'll ditch the Outrider. I don't want to, but I guess we will. Now I definitely wish I'd held on to the intruder. Got punished there. It's okay. Not the end of the world. Just foretelling like crazy here. Well, let's get in there. Oh, that's good news for us. So we can get our... Oh, yeah, we have Battle Mammoth, too? Wait a second. With power or toughness. Why did I think it was just toughness? And now we can even... Wow. Well, that's way better than I originally thought. Get a little life linker. Okay. Pickaxe. But they can't equip it. Let's do the mammoth. And I guess we can get in for 5 here. If they target mammoth, we draw, so that's good. Actually, we still get the sweet effects of it, so that's cool. That was a timely draw. Oh, they gain more life from that, though. Whoops. Not a huge deal. I guess I'll keep that. If they have the Skull Raid, they can make us lose it, but then they don't draw a card. And I don't really care about the extra land here. And they have to target our stuff anyway, yeah. Alright. So, opponent mulled a 5. Did pretty good considering. Iron Verdict, Elderfang Disciple. Elderfang Disciple, I have a feeling, is going to be pretty good against us. We have Broken Wings. So we have multiple Broken Wings, so we can blow up pickaxes and Rune of Sustenance. Blowing up Rune of Sustenance is not good. Blowing up pickaxe, or the Gold Vein pick, whatever it is not bad, actually. But I'm kind of okay where we're at right now, I guess. I don't feel like I need it based on that. Like, just bring it in to blow up a pick's really not doing it for me. The Rune of Sustenance is a decent one to do. Still, because lifelink can be a big deal, especially when you have a deck that doesn't have much removal at all, but we probably still just stick to the same plan here. If I see some more action, I'll bring in the Broken Wings, but I'm kind of satisfied with the game plan for now. Even though we didn't do that good against them all to 5. We mulled 2, though, in my defense. We mulled to 6. Oh, yeah, it's a keep. This is actually a good hand. Got the planning to find our 3rd land in case we miss. Can go Sculptor, I guess. I won't bust out the Intruder anymore. Now that I probably need it for discard fodder. Yeah, that was a good draw. So we'll do the Sculptor. Can't actually ramp with it in this deck until we get a... If we get the Glittering Frost, though, then it's Omega Ramp. We're just foretelling. So we can plan... Oh, these are all good. Let's do the U again. I don't want to lose those other 2 spells, though. But we'll definitely do the U. It just makes the most sense. Because U can find our battle elephant. Just foretelling like crazy, huh? Okay. Well, we can plan again. I'm okay with that. Yeti, Bergstrider, Raven. I guess Raven makes the most sense. I'm losing all of this good action, though. It's the only unfortunate thing. And we don't have our 2nd green yet for Rootless U. But yeah, I lost a lot of good cards. Bergstrider, Yeti. I guess they're not that crazy good for us without any snow. But, wow, poison the cup on a sculptor, huh? I guess I'm okay with that. And then I can cast this and leave up Snakeskin Veil for more protection, too. Seems pretty solid to me. And now we're a mana away from this Undersea Invader as well. That's cool. Alright. They're, like, still missing land drops. I don't know what kind of land stuff they're doing here. The braggart. Alright. There's our second green, so let's get in for 3 here. Best use of mana is the Undersea Invader, but I think we'll actually do the Rootless U because we can get our elephant. Another green would have been nice to be able to do something about Bound in Gold, but I guess if they Bound in Gold Rootless U, it's not the end of the world. I mean, it's a pretty good play. Divine Gambit. Oh, we get our Undersea Invader. And is it when it leaves or when it dies? Oh, it's when it dies. Okay, well, it's all right. We'll just put out our 5/6 then. And this is probably deal 5 damage to a... I'm guessing that's deal 5 damage to a tapped creature. Just because we saw it the first game. Hopefully they don't do it on our Raven. Because if they don't, right now, we can protect it with Snakeskin Veil, which is quite good. Might sandbag that. I think it's in our best interest. Okay, well, I guess we're looking pretty good. Divine Gambit, on the other hand, not so good. Oh, perfect. Get rid of this island that we don't need. Ooh. Spicy draw. So protect that. They have to chump. We're going to hide our Battle Mammoth in case they have... I mean, they're at 1 now, too, so our Intruder is scary. Always a good feeling when your Brine Barrow Intruder is lethal. So they need another blocker and a removal spell. All right. We'll see for round 2. All right. This is a good keep because we have the Sentinel into the Sculptor, so we can actually fix for blue. Maybe do the planning to help find an island if we need it. Oh, 2 can play at this Jaspera Sentinel game, huh? So, it might actually make the most sense to foretell Effigy, because then we can cast that plus this next turn. Whereas getting the extra land now from Sentinel doesn't really do anything, so this is probably fine. Plus, I can actually... well, I guess I could do that. Sure. Did not find the land. We probably foretell this. Can't do it right now because I have to do it on a future turn. I guess I could have done the strategic planning. That might have actually been smarter in hindsight. Yeah, it would have been smarter in hindsight to do it that way, and the reason is because I would have found my third land more likely. Now I have no guarantee of being able to cast strategic planning. I think at the time I was thinking trying to get dudes off their board would have been smarter, but now we're straight up just gonna get annihilated here. What else does this do? You just buff your dudes and, well, if I find blue, we're okay, I guess. If I don't find blue, we're not so good. Well, I guess I do this now. Problem is I still can't block the Firewalker. Well, at least they didn't hit a land, but neither did we, so... So, big mistake there not doing the strategic planning when we had the chance. And it ended up being super costly too, so... I think my logic at the time was getting rid of the boast guy. I guess I was expecting to keep my Scarecrow. I don't know. But did not work out. Nope. Not what I want to do. I want to do this. There we go. All right, we'll see you for the next one. And by next one, I mean game 2 here. Oh, let's see. So we got straight up annihilated there. No blue mana in sight. Except with our Jaspera Sentinel that died. And I guess I needlessly showed them a card there. Not super smart play on my part on quite a few fronts there. Bringing in a Broken Wings for this seems so worthless. I feel like once they get the fight off, so basically, you bring in Broken Wings, they get to fight something, and then you're Broken Wingsing so they don't get more value. It just seems so awful to me to do that. It seems so stupid to do that. If your plan is really deal with one part of one card in their deck, really shouldn't bring in the Broken Wings, I don't think. I think that's a very foolish move. And I don't think we have much else of a sideboard plan that I'm seeing here. If I had a ton of creatures in my deck, I could actually see this. This card's probably good if you have the right deck for it. This is not the right deck for it, though. So we'll run her back. All right, well, this looks better at least. Well, I don't really want to bind that. I guess we're doing Yeti into Outrider, but then we can't even protect it with Veil, which kind of is unfortunate. I guess actually something I can do here is bind the Firewalker. And then next turn I can do Yeti and protect it. That's actually good. And then, yeah, I can get behind that. Oh, well, they don't have any snowlands. I guess that's good news. So I think they're going to try and nuke this anyway, so. So we protect. Unfortunately, they still get the counter, which I don't love. Let's see if they have the demon explosion too. Looks like they probably do. Okay. I think I'm okay with taking it here. Our Yeti is more powerful, so this seems okay to me. Mistwalker, so now we can get in for 4 and play a 5/5. The fact that they don't have snow makes that Ice-Hide Troll a little bit less scary too. Because I need 2 snowland to even do anything with it. I'm not sure why they did the... Oh, that's pretty good. Guess I can trade off my Yeti for the hammer. Yeah, Dwarven Hammer, unfortunately, is a big game changer now. Yeah, it's gonna make things challenging. Sure is. Yeah, it looks like we're pretty much donezo now. We have to stay in block mode, and they have a better board and a better equip target, so I think we needed a little action there. Did not quite find it. Suppose we can double block. I mean, at this point, it doesn't matter if they have removal. We're so far gone, it doesn't matter. Bergstrider with no snowlands. That's the way I like it. Really doesn't matter. Does not matter. Not even a little bit. This has reach also, the Sentinel. So it's not like I can... I guess I could get in with the Mistwalker. Man, they are just massively outdrawing us. Intruder, there it is. There it is. sad part is we still are going to lose both of our guys. It doesn't even matter. We lose both of our guys regardless. Regardless of that happening, we lose both of our guys. Well, we could rip an elephant. I guess that would be nice. Man, they are just straight up outgassing us, aren't they? Well, probably too slow to do the Nexus. Because this gives trample and I'm at 7. Yeah, way too slow to do the Nexus at this point. So I guess we do the amulet. Man, Dwarven Hammer is just smashing us so good. And unfortunately, Ice Shaper is going to turn on that Ice-Side Troll too. And then we're in real big trouble. Oh, now they... Oh, that's not a Snowland, I guess. So we'll cast this. How much does this cost to equip? 2? Alright, well, guess we can do everything. I probably wouldn't have done that. Probably would have just made another snow thing. Well, that's cool, I guess. This does not seem recoverable. Not sure it matters. Maybe I should have left that on the pack mate for like double blocking the U, but I mean they have the hammer too, so they're gonna put the hammer down on us and spit out a 4/4 green troll. I mean, this game is so far over. I don't even know why I'm playing it anymore. I guess in the off chance I draw my elephant and still am not able to come back here, I guess. No equips. That's interesting. So they can ice up this dude now, so... Yeah, I should have kept it equipped on the pack mate. That was a mistake. Well, at least they failed to find. Ah, Glittering Frost. Just what I was looking for. Let's see if it's still bugged. That'll at least make some use out of this game. Oh, it's not bugged anymore. Yay. All right, we're super dead. We'll just move on to round 3. All right, we'll play first. That is a keep. Pretty good hand, actually. Possible jump from... So we can do turn 2, foretell this, turn 3, frost. And possible turn 4 U, which even if it dies, we can find our elephant. That seems pretty good. Sentinel. A turn too late, unfortunately. Well, I guess we could bind that. Doesn't really do much, though. So, guess we'll just do our effigy and our glittering frost. And next turn, if we don't draw land, we can go planning to find our land. Which I may not even want to do if there's something way better. Alright, it's pretty strong, actually. I mean, turn 3, get a little hexproof, dude. It's pretty good. We got our land, though, so that means we can jam the Rootless U. And this can find our elephant if it dies. I'm willing to block a snowland. I'll trade my U to find an elephant and get rid of one of their lands if they want to do that. I got plenty of... Oh, wait, that's not a snowland. Never mind. And yes, I will do the trade if they so desire. All right. Looks like they don't want to. We draw the mammoth anyway, which is pretty nuts. Let's just get in for 5 here and then play the mammoth. So we still have another target we can find off the Rootless U. Says trample as well, which is just nice. Can make instants and sorceries cheaper with the Harbinger, but they target my elephant, I'm drawing a card, so I'm cool with that. They can activate 2 snowlands, but really they can only activate 1 from what I'm seeing, so this seems good. Let's do the planning first here. I want to see what we get. Oh. Well, I guess I didn't want to draw 3 lands, so that's probably okay. So we'll kill their land. Well, that's unfortunate for us, because they stole our U now. Well, Packmate's a good draw. I guess we're probably going to keep their U tapped as plan now. We'll draw first. Yeah, that's... Yeah, it's not that good. I guess I could have attacked first, but whatever. They can take our land. They can take our glittering land, which is actually really good because it's our only source of snow in our whole deck. And they can give us a forest. Just choose the forest and then give us a forest. Oh, I see. Give us the bind? We already have the bind, though. Does that work? All right, they dropped the ball on that one. What they should have done is given us a forest and taken our forest. And they would have gotten a snow land, so they could have activated more with Avalanche Caller. What they failed to realize is that Bind the Monster is our permanent already, so that's not the one you choose. You can't have me trade my Bind the Monster for my Glittering Frost. So now we need a flyer, or else we're basically never going to get past the wall of snowland monsters they have. Depart the realm. Non-land permanent. All right, well, what's this third thing do that drains me? Okay. So we have to pass here. Well, at least 2 damage to each creature is not too bad for us. I almost wonder if bouncing our own Packmate's better, but it's got to be bouncing the Avalanche Caller, I guess. So we can actually attack them. I don't understand how they have 6,000 cards in hand and they can't do anything here. So they tapped one of their snowlands, but let's see, they can only activate one snowland and block with it. Which means we can attack for lethal, I think, next turn. Wow. Basically stole that game. I feel like every game we've won this draft has been a stolen victory. So Broken Wings this time. Can it deal with anything? No, not really. It can blow up a Trickster's God Heist once again. As soon as they played this, it did its job. I wish I had another Snakeskin Veil. I don't, though. Yeah, this is basically all we can do. Could do King Harald's Revenge. Would have been decent there. Is there a card I don't like? Typically don't like Bind the Monster, but kind of essential there. Yeah, I guess this is how we're doing it. At least we have a way to kill their Avalanche Caller with, like, Struggle for Skimfar. So that's good. Well, it's a keep. And actually, I guess Depart the Realm is not bad against their exchange thing. Then we get their creature, plus we can bounce our creature and get it back. That's kind of good. So we definitely want to foretell the Raven, because then we can go Raven, foretell, then turn 3, Effigy, Raven. And that's actually pretty good. Oh, wait. No, that's not going to work. Never mind. It's okay. It's not a huge deal. Guess best use of mana is the Mistwalker. Then next turn I can go... Next turn I can go Raven, foretell that. That doesn't seem worth it. I think we just get the Raven out. Alright. We still have one more thing to find with our Rootless U, so that's good. I guess best use of mana is foretell, foretell. I guess. It's not really what I want to do, if I'm being perfectly honest here, but I guess that's what we'll do. Alright, so we can go Effigy, Mistwalker, Sentinel. That's not how I want to do it. Oh, I see what they were thinking. Okay, that's fair enough. Oh, that's cool. You can cast it on lands. I didn't even realize that. That's kind of cool. Well, let's just get in with the... Yeah, I guess we get in with the Effigy. And then we cast the Rootless U. So this way, if they kill the U, we get our Elephant. I don't understand how they could concede, but getting 2-1 with this deck? Big victory. Big, big victory. Because this deck did not quite come together the way I had hoped, even though we had that sweet Nexus and that copy all your creature card or whatever, which I am hoping to play later in this format. But overall, went 2-1. We'll take it. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.